Hello and welcome everyone again into another video, and in today's video we have some very high MMR gameplay by Mr. Memi He hit 3550 or something. It's a very high MMR now. I think it's like page 1. It's like top 20 in the world, and I asked him to record the battles, but to be fair, it was too much for him to ask because he was literally sitting in queue for like 20 minutes. So it wasn't as fun for him, but you know what? It's gonna be fun for us watching this high MMR gameplay with a unique team. He's actually been running the same team since it's like 3 seasons ago. I think he just changed Double to Jellicent because now Jellicent is just extremely good. And yeah, he's running Shadow Dragonite with a Skunk and Jellicent. Opponent called the bait here. This is extremely unlucky for him. Now he has the shield. The Shadow Dragonite lives easily level 1 Rock Slide, but seems that they are staying in because they don't need to swap out. He realized that the opponent is probably gonna call it again, and then he just go for the nuke. At this point, there is no point of shielding, but he likes his Dragonite. That's the thing about Memi. He loves his Dragonite. Amazing timing. This is the third time he actually thrown good timing, and timing is extremely important in this matchup because if you give up one mod shot, that's like a huge advantage for like just Stunfisk, so you can't do that. I think he's gonna over farm a bit, but he would still throw on 5, which is right before they get to the EQ, and this is enough to KO. And we see a Mandibuzz and a Deoxys defense in the back. Their team is 3 level 50 extremely bulky Pokemons. So if he can win this, I don't know, it's like extremely crazy. Like that would be crazy. I think he was trying to over farm, but he was also trying to throw before they get to the move. Now he needs to get to this move. Is he gonna get it? That wasn't easy. Okay, now let's see. Is this Jellicent gonna be capable of beating this Mandibuzz? He doesn't have Ice Beam. He doesn't have Bubble as well. So this is probably the worst. Maybe he needs them to have just Aerial Ace single move. Well, that wasn't lucky. He went for the extra, which is his only play right now, but there is no play. So if you don't have a play, just PM all the way. Good one, Memi. Yeah, their team is just like he just got hard countered. Let's be honest. Mandibuzz is tough for the team. Stunfisk is also tough for the team. Moving to this matchup, I think this is these are like the battles aren't in the same order as he sent to me, because he sent me three different files. So yeah, it's gonna be like some higher, like the first battle might be higher MMR than the last battle, just because of like the way like the files are sorted. He got punished by a Mandibuzz. I've never seen, like, last time I saw Mandibuzz in Great League was like probably like season 8, but now Mandibuzz is extremely popular because there is so many Jellicent, and some people are trying to punish Jellicent with the Poison Dark Pokemons, but they aren't enough because the Poison Darks like have Poison Jab, a Poison Fast move, which sometimes end up in a losing scenario. Okay, he tried to catch the move here, which he need because he can't shield the Dragonite at that point. And he managed to catch the move, which is extremely good for him at this point, because now he saved a healthy Dragonite with lots of energy, and he can live one surf here. Yeah, he can live a move, but is he gonna shield? I don't think so. Okay, that's a good call for him. Now all he needs is just to throw the move. He shielded here. Maybe he's trying to throw on CMP now, so let's see. He's gonna throw on 4, I'm expecting. Yes, he threw on 4, because if he does one more, they will basically get to the surf. He swapped and sniped them. This is a nice move. That's a very pog play by Memi right there, because he realized he need the Skunk tank to beat them in the back. So now it's gonna be like a race between Skunk getting to 2 moves or Weezing getting to 2 moves, and he needs to go straight Flamethrower, because if they call the bait, he lose. And they call the bait, and he lose. Sorry, they shield the nuke, so he lose. So that's a 3-2 set. He gets a Lapras. Okay, rough set so far. And he hit 25-3-3. Okay, I think this is the first set. I think this is supposed to be the first video, but doesn't matter. Walding is extremely tough for the team because he only has one answer. Opponent is staying in is good for him as long as he throw a move on the Walding, because after that the Skunk tank will be able to throw a move. He shielded the EQ, which, to be honest, he needs. Like, them staying in means they don't have a straight answer to Jellicent. So him shielding is that because he knew that this Jellicent is good versus their backline, so it's worth the shield. They swapped to Giratina, they took the Shadow Ball to the face, so now he can actually overfarm and go back to Dragonite, which he did. They have Shadow Claw, which means they might have an Ancient Power, but they can just go straight to Dragon Claw because both are super effective and Dragon Claw is the move. They brought back the Walrein. He's doing good timing. That's very good. Look at the timing, guys. If you want to learn how to throw good timing like that. He's going to go back to the Jellicent and throw a Surf because as far as I'm counting, they aren't on the EQ yet. Them shielding means they might have a Cobalion in the back. Or a Tapu Fini. So let's see. It's actually a Charizard. So technically something that's weak to Jellicent. And a Skunk Tank can beat a Charizard up energy. Charizard can also beat Skunk Tank if that Charizard is up energy. So that's why you need to aggressively swap on the Skunk, because if you get outpaced by Charizard, you lose the game. Moving into the next game, Dragonite. So far he didn't win a single lead, by the way. So for those people like always complain about not winning lead or having a team that doesn't win leads, Memi hasn't won a single lead, and he's like, you see, he's at 35, 130. Okay. They have Rock Slide on Deoxys defense, which is actually brutal for the Dragonite because this matchup is now horrible. They get to 2 Rock Slides. Or a Rock Slide and Psycho Boost. Okay, they decided to Psycho Boost. Look at that. Like, they are literally at the same health, even though he shielded once. They aggressively swapped the Shadow Charizard. They are actually, I think they are trying to beat the Jellicent, but technically they are so far ABA weak to Jellicent. So there is no way they are AAA, right? Because if there is a third that's weak to it, Jellicent is going to be some Tapu Fini stuff. He shielded there, which I don't mind. I think that's a good shield because if they go for the nuke, it's good for him. And he was able to get to another move. I think this one now KOs. Okay. And he swap out. It's a Skunk against Drapion. Skunk actually wins this matchup. Because Poison Sting does nothing, while Poison Jab does lots of damage, and they top left because they know that they don't win the game because he has still full HP. 3 Pokemons where they only have 1, and a 1 that's almost 1 HP. Shadow Dragonite Mir, so far he's 4-0 into the set. So the one who threw a move, actually, this is the worst case scenario for him. Okay, never mind, opponent lagged and they didn't throw a move. Okay, this is good for them because now he's on energy lead. Them bringing a Snorlax is extremely good for him. So this Snorlax, so his Jellicent doesn't need to face the Snorlax. I'm assuming it's going to be a Jellicent in the back. Because that's the, basically if you see a Snorlax, that's an extremely good catch by Memi. Because at this point, he can Hex down. And it's a Cresselia in the back. I think this should be a clean win for him at this point. So if you are looking for a team, I think this team is extremely solid, but some people, like, I know Memi likes the Shadow Skunk more than the non-Shadow because of the Registeel matchup. I prefer the non-Shadow because non-Shadow does not need shields, while the Shadow needs shield. And in this team, you can see he's using 2 Shadows, which mean he needs lots of shields. But if you master this team, I don't think you care about that because you will know when to shield and when not to shield. Moonblast does a lot here, a lot. Yeah, 2 Moonblast basically KOs, and he can jab down. They knew they don't have a win con at that point, and he got a 5-0 at 24.66, which should give him technically 75 points. And that was lots of points. I think he's now page 1 leaderboard. Okay, moving into the next battle. Swampert. This is actually not as good of a matchup. It's fine for the Dragonite, but Swampert can shield through this because the Shadow Dragonite dies to 2 Hydro Cannons. And Swampert gets to 2 Hydro Cannons before Shadow Dragonite gets to 2 Dragon Claws, which means Dragonite will shield one of those. They bring in the Registeel. This is the only Registeel matchup. So I'm actually interested how does he beat the Registeel. Okay, because this is the reason he runs the Shadow, the Registeel matchup. Okay, but Zap comes in. Okay, that didn't do... I thought that would do much more, to be honest. But that didn't do that much. Okay, 1 Flamethrower. And I think you get the Crunch at the same... Like, if you throw Flamethrower, Crunch is 7. So technically, you get it at the same time as they do. So you don't need to shield now. They undercharged, which is bad for him. Now he has to go Dragonite and no shield it. Or just shield it and farm down. Okay, thank you, Memi, for shielding there. He has to farm all the way down. He doesn't have a play if he does not. I see a Poison Dark. So if we don't get a shield here, or if we don't land the move, now he just needs 2 hexes. And this is going to be a race. 2 crunches against 2 hexes. Well, to be fair, he's throwing on bad timing there because I think he's expecting the opponent to catch if he tried to throw on good timing. So he didn't do that. Or if he does one more, they will throw the move before him. And he was able to farm down, and all he needed now just to throw this Dragon Claw, and that was an amazing win. So for those people who say this team is weak to Registeel, you just witnessed how he beats Registeel. You throw a Flamethrower, then you crunch, then you no shield, you play the 0. Shad Dragonite. So in this matchup, we still don't know how this matchup work, but from the health, the opposing Dragonite lagged, and they lost 1 Dragon Breath. Because if you guys know about this, usually in the Dragon Breath mirror matchups, okay, opponent top left because they had a Cobalion against Jellicent, there is no way to win the game. In the Dragon Breath mirror matchup, because they are both on the same turn, it depends on the latency and how fast is your internet. So the one with faster internet usually win that mirror. They go straight lunge here. And it's an extremely bad matchup because well, it's on the same. I think it's a 3-3, so technically it's a CMP. But as a Dragonite, you don't throw there on CMP because it's extremely bad if they get the move. So does Jellicent win this matchup? I think Jellicent would Surf win this matchup nowadays. In the 1. He does not need this. Now he can Dragon Breath all the way down. And his Dragonite has so much health. They have Como. Oh, that's good timing. I think a Dragonite is just a better Como. Why? Because you resisted. You have a much better Swampert matchup. And you hit much harder. While like Como is just extremely much bulkier. So if you need bulk, you go for Como. If you need to do more damage, you go for Shad Dragonite. He's throwing in good timing there. And now he just needs to go straight Surf. By the way, Jellicent wins the 0 against Galv eventually. I know it's crazy, but yeah, Jellicent actually won the 0 against Galv. Because Jellicent is just a freaking monster. Now all he needs is just to go for the Surf. He should live whatever they throw because they don't have Outrage, right? It's just a Dragon Claw. So he's throwing the Surf, and I think he's going to swap and Dragon Breath down if they have any leftover health. Yes, he did, and he swapped. An amazing catch again. Very well played. Honestly, like, these are some high skills gameplay so far. And yeah, I think that was the last. This is the last set or something. Yeah, the recording is scuffed because technically he clicked on the record once he find a matchup, but usually it takes like 20 minutes. So thank you, Memi, for sending me these battles. So if you guys appreciate this type of content, this high MMR gameplay, go to Memi and follow him on Twitter. And we see a time up there. You win. Oh, I think that was like some misediting. Yeah, so thank you so much, Memi, for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave a like. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you tried this team, please let me know in the comment section below how did you do and what did you like, what did you not like about the team if you tried it. I think it's a very accessible team. If you have the Jellicent is like the only it's the only thing that doesn't spawn because Skunk was like on the wild like for a long time ago. And Jellicent only usually spawn around the rivers and the lakes on these stuff. So if you PvP, you would have a Jellicent. So yeah, thank you so much again, Memi, for sending me these battles. And please, I will be leaving his Twitter in the description. Go there and give him a follow. So whenever he posts a new team, you can just go grab it because you guys know whenever the team is on YouTube, everyone's gonna use it. So yeah, see you everyone in the next video. Peace.